Okay, so students, last time we have seen about Taylor series and Maclaurin series. And we have seen some of the examples based on this. Now let us see more examples based on Taylor series and Maclaurin series. First of all, let us see a simple example. Expand e raised to x in powers of x minus 1. So here, look at the question. The question is to expand e raised to x in powers of x minus 1. So here it is in powers of x minus 1. So we will make the use of Taylor series because Maclaurin series expand the series in powers of x. In powers of x. And Taylor series expands in powers of x minus 1. X minus a in short. A has any value. So here we have a equal to 1. So to solve this, first of all we write down Taylor series. That means we know always you start with by writing we know the Taylor series is f of x equal to f of a plus x minus 1 upon 1 factorial f dash a plus x minus 1 whole square upon 2 factorial f double dash a plus x minus a whole cube divided by 3 factorial f triple dash a plus dot dot dot. Okay. So here in example we are given what is given to us. So if you start the solution of the example in this way, then you will get at least 1 mark. So you must remember how to get 1 mark, and this 1 mark we can get from the question only. So given f of x equal to e raised to x, and here in powers of x minus 1, so a equal to 1. Okay. So in Taylor series, what do we require? We simply require to find out f of a, f dash a, f double dash a, f triple dash a, and so on. That means we require to find out the derivative of f of x. F dash x equal to e raised to x, f double dash x equal to e raised to x, f triple dash x equal to e raised to x, and so on. So we will stop here. And then we find out the value f of 1. F of 1 is e raised to 1. E raised to 1 is e. This implies that f dash 1 is again e raised to 1 is e. F double dash 1 is again e raised to 1 e. F triple dash 1 is again e raised to 1 e, x equal to 1. And therefore we put the values in the given series. And thus we get f of x equal to e raised to x. And this equal to f of a. F of a is what? E. Plus x minus 1 upon 1 factorial. F dash a is again e. Plus x minus 1 whole square by 2 factorial. F double dash a, it is again e. Plus x minus 1 whole cube by 3 factorial. E square e. F triple dash a is again e. So if you want you can find out more and more derivatives, but this is sufficient at this stage. And then we can take e common from all the terms. So e into 1 x minus 1 upon 1 factorial plus x minus 1 whole square upon 2 factorial plus x minus 1 whole cube upon 3 factorial, and so on. So this is the Taylor series of e raised to x in powers of x minus 1, you can see. And you must be knowing that in the last lecture I have shown to you that the e raised to x has the Maclaurin series expansion 1 plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial plus dot dot dot. So this was the Maclaurin series. This means that this is the type of this series, and at a equal to 0 actually. This is nothing but Taylor series at a equal to 0. Maclaurin series is nothing but Taylor series at a equal to 0. And these are in powers of x. So this formula you must remember. And this is the example we have solved. Okay. So you can also try yourself to solve parallelly with me. Now let us see one more example. Okay, are you clear with this? Let us see one more example. Expand log of 10 pi by 4 plus x in powers of x by using Taylor's series. Okay, so see here. Actually, I told you that Taylor series expands function in powers of x minus a. But here the question is slightly different. That is, expand this function in powers of x. So, when we want to use Taylor series, we don't want to use Maclaurin series. Actually, Maclaurin series also gives in powers of x. But you know that in the last lecture we have seen the second form of Taylor series is given as f of a plus h. The function is in the form of f of a plus h instead of f of x. And you can see that this function is given that log of 10 pi by 4 plus h. That means it is in the form of a plus h. So we will make this series. So it is nothing but f of a plus h upon 1 factorial into f dash a plus h square upon 2 factorial f double dash a plus h cube by 3 factorial f triple dash a plus dot dot dot. Okay, so here see, this is nothing but Taylor series, second form of Taylor series, because in Taylor series here we were writing x minus a whole square, x minus a whole cube. That means we are putting x minus a equal to h, so h equal to a plus h, and that's why we were getting the second form. Now we are given, what is given to us? We are given that f of a plus h, because this function is in the form of a plus h, so pi by 4 plus h. So here we will assume that a equal to pi by 4, and we will take h equal to x, a equal to pi by 4 and h equal to x. So this implies that now we have f of x is what? F of x is nothing but log of 10x only. Now, because we have removed a, so log of 10x, and this is nothing but f of x. Because here in this series we require the values of f of a, f dash a, f double dash a, not the values of f dash a plus h, f double dash a plus h. Only the function itself and its derivatives you can see, and then we will put the value a, x equal to a, and a is what? Pi by 4. So therefore, so it is very simple. Every problems are very simple. You can start with writing by the formula, appropriate formula. So here we can identify the formula very easily, because the function is given into the form of a plus h. So we will find out the derivative of this function f dash h. Log has the derivative 1 upon 10x, and 10x has the derivative sec square x. Okay, 10x has the derivative sec square x, and you can see this is very easy. And we know that the sec square x is what? 1 plus 10 square x. Okay, and divided by 10x. So 1 upon 10x is nothing but cot x plus 10x. Or else you can also simplify this. Sec square x is nothing but 10x is sin x upon cos x. Okay, and sec square x is 1 upon cos square x. So these two will be cancelled. So 1 upon sin x to cos x. So sin x into cos x. In this way also you can find out the derivative. Okay. Then we will find out the second derivative. F double dash x equal to cot x as the derivative minus cos x square x. You already know, because in the book, at the end of the book, all the formulas have been given, and tan x has the derivative sec square x. Okay. So parallelly we will also find out the values implies you don't write here equal, because here we want to put the value of x, and this is nothing but pi by 4, because here we have a equal to pi by 4. So tan pi by 4 is 1. Tan pi by 4 is 1. So log of 1 is 0. Here again implies f dash pi by 4 is cot pi by 4. Cot pi by 4 is again 1, because tan pi by 4 is 1. Okay. So what do we get here? The value of f dash pi by 4 equal to 1, 2. 1 plus 1, 2. Here again f double dash pi by 4. Okay. So cosec pi by 4. What is cosec pi by 4? Do you know? Cos pi by 4 is what? 1 upon root 2. Sin pi by 4 is what? 1 upon root 2. So it has the value minus root 2 whole square. That means minus 2, and it has 2. So it is 0. So actually in the process when we will put the values f a, f dash a, f double dash a, here is the value 0, minus 2 and 0. So only one value, positive value is available. So positive is non-zero value is available. So we will find out one more derivative, because in series at least two terms should be there. So f triple dash x is minus cos x square x. What is the derivative of minus cos x square x? It has the derivative minus 2 cosec x. And cosec x has again one derivative. It is what? Cosec x has the, what is the derivative? Minus cosec x into cot x. That means cosec square x into cot x. And minus minus will become plus. It has the derivative 2 sec x. And sec x has the derivative sec x tan x. So sec square x into tan x. So this implies that f triple dash pi by 4 equal to cosec pi by 4 is root 2 square. Cosec pi by 4 is root 2. Root 2 square is 2. 2 into 2 4. And cot pi by 4 is 1. So 4 plus here again sec pi by 4 is root 2. Root 2 square is 2. 2 2 is a 4. So it is 8. So up to this it is allowed. Now we will put all the values in this series, and therefore our final answer is f of a plus h is what now? Log of tan pi by 4 plus x. Okay. And f of a is what? 0. So 0 we will not write. H is what? X. X upon 1 factorial. F dash a is what? 2. Plus h square by 2 factorial into f double dash a. But f double dash a is 0. So we will not write this term. Here it is x cube by 3 factorial. H is x and f triple dash a is 8. So plus dot dot dot. So this is the required answer. You can see and you can verify this very easily. Okay. So you can try this example yourself now over here, and you can try to solve this example. Nothing is difficult here. 1 mark, as per 1 mark theory, you can get 1 mark from the question itself. First write down the relevant formula, then identify the function, then identify the value of a. So once if you will write these steps, then automatically you will recollect the appropriate procedure. That means we require to find out the derivatives only. And derivatives you already know, because derivatives are not difficult. Now let us see one more example over here. Expand, example, expand sin pi by 4 plus x in powers of x, in powers of x, hence find the value of sine 44 degree. So see here, first here we want to expand this function in powers of x. In powers of x, so there are two types of formula to expand in powers of x. One is Maclaurin series, and second is the second type of Taylor series. But here the function is given in the form of sine pi by 4 plus x. That means it is given in the form of f of a plus x. So we will make the use of second type of Taylor series. And the second part we will solve later on. Before of that, you focus on the first part only. Once if you will solve the first part, then the second part can be solved very easily. Okay? So, solution as per one mark theory, we know that the Taylor series f of a plus h equal to f of a plus h upon 1 factorial f dash a plus h square upon 2 factorial f double dash a plus h cube by 3 factorial into f triple dash a plus dot dot dot. Okay? So, and what is given? We are given the function. It is in the form of f of a plus h. So, sine pi by 4 plus h. So, here we will take let. What will we take? A equal to pi by 4. That means the value of the point. And we will take h equal to x. So therefore we have f of x will become, because here in this formula we require f of x and its derivatives. So we will have to identify f of x from the given function. So we will remove pi by 4, and so it is nothing but sin x. And then we will find out some of the derivatives of this one, and the derivatives are very easy. You know, sin x has the derivative cos x. Cos x has the derivative minus sin x. Minus sin x has the derivative minus cos x, and so on. So here the value at pi by 4, because here pi by 4, a equal pi by 4 is given. Sin pi by 4 is what? 1 upon root 2. Here f dash pi by 4, cos pi by 4, cos pi by 4 is again 1 upon root 2. F double dash pi by 4, it is minus 1 upon root 2. F triple dash pi by 4 is again minus 1 upon root 2, because cos pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2, and so on. So 3 dots you can put over here. Therefore, we have the series is f of a plus h. F of a plus h is what? Sin pi by 4 plus x. F of a is means this value 1 upon root 2 plus h is what? X. F dash a is what? 1 upon root 2 plus h square by 2 factorial means x square by 2 factorial. F double dash a is minus 1 upon root 2. Here we will put this into bracket because of minus sign. Because if we will not use bracket and we put here minus sign, then these two terms will be separated, and this is nothing but a single term. F triple h cube means x cube by 3 factorial into minus 1 upon root 2. Then we have not obtained the derivative, so we will write down plus dot dot dot. And hence you can see the first part of the example is completed. That means it is the series of sin pi by 4 plus x in powers of x. You can see x, x square, x cube. That means in powers of x. Then finally we will solve the second part. It is given that hence find sin pi by 44 degree. So here this value we can find out from this answer. Without this answer we cannot find out the value. So what do we require? Here we know that pi by 4 means what? 45 degree. Pi by 4 means 45 degree. So which value of x will we put to find out sin 44 degree? We will have to put x equal to minus 1 degree in this one. That means we will put x equal to minus 1 degree. Okay? But here one thing you remember very clearly, that whenever we will make the use of sine function, cos function or any trigonometric functions, and we want to find out their values by using series, then the values of x are always considered in terms of radians, not in degree. We can put the values in terms of radians only, not in the degree. So you must remember. So here we are putting x equal to minus 1 degree. but this we need to convert in terms of degree, radian. And in radian we can convert as by multiplying 1 by pi by 180. Okay? That means it is nothing but minus pi by 180. And if you want to convert radian in terms of degree, then multiply this by 180 upon pi. So here we will have, therefore this will what now? X equal to minus 1 degree. So it is pi by 4, 45 degrees. So sine 44 degree is equal to 1 upon root 2. 1 upon root 2 we will take common from each of the terms, because you can see 1 upon root 2 is there in every terms. So here is 1. X upon 1 factorial. 1 factorial 1. X is what? Minus pi by 180. Plus x square upon 2 factorial. 2 factorial means 1 by 2. And x square means pi by 180 whole square. Okay? Then plus x cube by 3 factorial into minus. Here it is minus. Yes, minus. So we will put here minus. Okay? Here again it is minus. So minus 1 upon 3 factorial means 1 upon 6. 3 factorial means 6. 1 into 2 into 3. And it is nothing but minus pi by 180 whole cube. Okay? So minus pi by 180 whole cube is minus sign will come outside. So it will become plus. Then we will not write dot dot dot, because here we want to find out the value of sin pi by 4, and we want to find out the value, and we are putting the value of x, and we have limited number of terms only in the expansion. You can put the value in more and more terms if you find, but due to restriction of marks and timing, here we have considered the terms up to x cube only, and that's why we stop here. And then by using your calci, you can find out the value of sine 44 degree, and approximately you will get this as 0.69467. 0.69467. And you can also verify this value by using your calci. In your calci there are always sine function, cos function. Okay? Sine function, cos functions are there involved in your calci. So there you can find out sine 44, and you can verify the answer. Actually this will not be the exact answer, because we have considered only 3 terms, so there may be some error in the answer. That means approximately it is near, or it is close to the answer. Okay? So this is the required solution of the problem. And also you remember that when you use your calci and you find, if you want to find out sine 44 degree, then you will have to put your calci in degree mode, because there are 3 modes in your calci: degree, radian and gradient. When you press more button above on the top of the calci, and then if you press continue, then you will find out this one, degree, radian or gradient. And you can put this into degree mode to find out sine 44 degree. And if you want to find out in radian modes, then you can put this into radian. Okay? So be careful in this problem. Now let us see more examples based on this. Now let us see one more example. Sometimes this kind of example has been asked in the examination using Taylor series. Find cube root of 27.12 correct to 4 decimal digits. Correct to 4 decimal digits. Okay. So here this question is also very simple to solve. Here one thing you remember, that we want to find out the answer correct to 4 decimal digits. So we will understand what is the meaning of correct to 4 decimal digits. Actually, whenever you will use your calci, then there is a mode function, as I told you in the last example. You press the mode button, continue mode button, then you will get a fix on the screen, written fix into bracket from 0 to 9. So there you will have to press, after getting a fix on your screen, you will have to press 5. So your calci will show every answer up to 5 decimal digits only. Up to 5 decimal digits only. That means the 6 digits or 7 digits, whatever are there in the value, will be rounded off automatically by the calci. That means suppose you will get to 1.59278 like this. So you will not get the digits after this one. Only you will get 5 digits. And 5 digits are what? We want to get correct up to 4 decimal digits. That means we want to get answer up to this 4 digits only. They are finding up to 5 digits. Why? Because 5 digits will get rounded off. So this will fluctuate. This will fluctuate, but this will not fluctuate. Okay? So whenever correct to 4 decimal digits are asked, then you can fix your calci for 5 decimal digits. Okay, so you have understood this concept also. Now let us find how to solve this problem. So here we want to make the use of Taylor series, and we want to find out cube root of 27.12. So we can see from the number 27.12 that which is the nearest number whose cube root is possible directly. We know 27 is the nearest number whose cube root is very easy, because cube root of 27 is 3. Okay, so here first of all we will assume, because 27 cube root is available, so there is an extra term of 0.12 in this one. 0.12 is this one. So actually this is nothing but in the form of a plus h. So we will assume the function, let f of a plus h equal to cube root of a plus h. Cube root of a plus h. So we will have to, because we want to use Taylor series, and Taylor series can be used only if the function is there. If the function is there, it is the number given. So we will have to convert this into the form of the function. So we have assumed this as f of a plus h equal to cube root of a plus h, and therefore from this we can convert f of x equal to cube root of x. Cube root of x. Okay? Because you know here very well that the function, in this function is in the form of a plus h, and a is what? There 27, and h is what? H is some different. H is the variation, small variation in the number a. Okay, so we will assume here a equal to 27 and h equal to 0.12. Here we have assumed a equal to 27. Why? Because its cube root is possible, very easy for us. And because in the formula, first of all we will write down the formula of f of a plus h equal to f of a plus h upon 1 factorial plus f dash a plus h square upon 2 factorial f double dash a plus dot dot dot. So here we want to find out the values of f of a, f dash a, f double dash a. So when we will find out f of a means here we will put h equal to 27, its cube root is possible. So we can find out its cube root very easily, and h is the variation in the number. It may be negative or positive, but here in our case it is positive, that is 0.12. So we will find out the derivatives first. It is very easy. Once a function is identified, then nothing is difficult. We will write down the formula, then find out the derivative. Simple case. In Taylor series or Maclaurin series, each and everything is very simple, because we need only formula and the derivatives. So it is nothing but x raised to 1 by 3, you must be knowing. So it is x 1 by 3, x raised to 1 by 3 minus 1. 1 by 3 minus 1 means x raised to minus 2 by 3. F double dash x is what? 1 by 3. Its derivative is minus 2 by 3 into x raised to minus 2 by 3 minus 1. It is minus 2 by 3 minus 1 means minus 5 by 3. So this is nothing but minus 2 by 9 x raised to minus 5 by 3. Okay. Then we can find out triple derivative. Triple derivative of x is nothing but minus 2 by 9. Its derivative is minus 5 by 3 into x raised to minus 5 by 3 minus 1. That means minus 8 by 3. So this implies this equal to 5 2s are 10, 9 3s are 27 into x raised to minus 8 by 3. Okay. So we will find out their values. Here we will find out f of 27 because we have considered a equal to 27 and cube root of 27 is 3. Then we will find out here implies. Here use implies only because we are finding the value and it is the function f dash 27 equal to 1 by 3 x raised to 1 by 3, that means 3 raised to minus 2. 3 raised to minus 2 means what? 3 raised to minus 2 means 1 by 9. So into 1 by 9. So 1 upon 27. Similarly here minus 2 by 9. 3 x is 27. So 3 cube. 3 and 3 will be cancelled. So 3 raised to minus 5. 3 raised to minus 5 you can find out very easily. So it is nothing but minus 2 upon 1 upon 3 raised to 5. So you will get minus 2 upon 2 1 8 7. Similarly here you can find out the value of f triple dash 27 equal to 10 by 27 into 3 raised to minus 8. 3 raised to minus 8 means 1 upon 3 raised to 8. So this is nothing but 10 upon 177 147. Okay. So therefore we will have this value is now f of a plus h is what? F of a plus h is nothing but cube root of 27.12. You can see because h is a is 27 and h is 0.12. So 27.12 and cube root of this one because f of a plus h is this thing. Now we will put the value f of a. F of a is what? 3 plus h. H is what? 0.12 upon 1 factorial. 1 factorial is 1. F dash a. F dash a is what? 1 upon 27. Plus here h square by 2 factorial. 0.12 whole square by 2 factorial. 2 factorial means 2 into f double dash a. F double dash a means minus 2 upon 2187. And then you can also put the third value. And by using your calculation, then no need to write down plus dot dot dot. Here f triple dash a for that 0.12 whole cube by 3 factorial means 6 and value is 10,177,147. No need to write down plus dot 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 because here we are finding the approximate value and the value you will get is 3.00443. So these are the 4 decimal digits and you can see this is the answer. We have obtained correct up to 4 decimal digits and you can also verify the same answer by using your calci because there is also in your calci some function is there. So in cube root. So you can match. Approximately it should be near to this one. So you can also be likewise you can also be asked the questions to find out instead of this cube root square root of 36.12 suppose square root of x. Then you can as a homework I am giving you this example. I am giving you in here you will have to assume this function as x plus a plus h square root of a plus h and a equal to 36 you can assume and h equal to 0.12. So it will become 36.12 and the square root is there. So because 36 has the square root 6 and this is very easily identified. Okay. one more example just I would like to give you, that example, expand 5 plus 4 into x minus 1 whole square minus 3 into x minus 1 whole cube plus x minus 1 whole raised to 4 in ascending powers of x. So this problem is very simple, because the derivatives of these functions are very easy, and here in ascending powers of x means in the increasing powers of x, that means x, x square, x cube, x raised to 4, like this, whatever it is, and it will not go in the form of plus dot dot dot, because infinite series will not be there, because its derivative will be stopped after some derivatives. So here we want to find out this in terms of in powers of x. So here we will make the use of Maclaurin series, because it is not in the form of f of a plus h, and we can find out its derivative very easily directly also. So Maclaurin series is given by f of x equal to f of 0 plus x upon 1 factorial f dash 0 plus x square upon 2 factorial f double dash 0 plus dot dot dot. Okay, and we have, what is we have? We have f of x equal to, this is 1 mark here, because from the question we can get 1 mark directly, nothing is new there to add from our side. Now we want its derivatives, therefore f dash x equal to 5 plus here its derivative is 2, 4 to the 8, 8x minus 1, its derivative is 3x minus 1 square, that means minus 9x minus 1 square, its derivative is 4x minus 1 square cube, then again f double dash x, its derivative is 0, 5 is the derivative, here the 5 is the derivative 0, so we will not write this, its derivative is 8, x is the derivative 1, 1 is 0, so 8 only, its derivative is 9 to the 18 into x minus 1 whole raised to 1, its derivative is 4 to the 12, x minus 1 whole square. Then we will find out f triple dash x, 8 has the derivative 0, so it has the derivative minus 18, because x has derivative 1 and 1 is 0, its derivative is 12 to the 24 into x minus 1. Again we will find out its fourth derivative, minus 18 has derivative 0, it has derivative 24. Okay, so its fifth derivative will be 0, so there is every other derivatives are 0, so this is the stoppage of the series, and therefore f of x equal to, what do we have? F of 0. Yes, we will first find out f of 0. This implies f of 0. F of 0 is what? 5 plus here 0, minus 1 square means 1 plus 4. Here x is 0, so minus 1 cube is minus 1, so plus 3. Minus 1 raised to 4 means plus 1, so 5 plus 9, 9 plus 3, 12 plus 13. This has the value f dash 0. F dash 0 is what? Here if we put x equal to 0, it is minus 1, so minus 8. X equal to 0, so minus 1 square means 1, so minus 9. Here it is minus 1. 0 if we put minus 1 cube is minus 1, so minus 4. So 9 plus 8, 17 plus minus 21. Similarly here f double dash 0 is what? Here it is 8 minus 18. 0 if we put x equal to 0, then it is minus 1, so plus 18. Here x equal to 0, minus 1 square is 1 plus 12. So 18 plus 12, 30, so it is 38. This implies f triple dash 0 is minus 18. Here x is 0, so minus 1, so minus 24. So minus 24 plus minus 18 means minus 42. And this implies f raised to 4, 0 is 24 only. So we put all the values. F of 0 is what? 13. Plus x upon 1 factorial, f dash 0. F dash 0 is minus 21. It is there, you can see. Plus x square by 2 factorial, f double dash 0, it is 38 plus x cube by 3 factorial, f triple dash 0, it is minus 42 plus x raised to 4 by 4 factorial into f raised to 4 0, it is 24. So 13 minus 21x 1 factorial is 1, it is 2 factorial is 2. So what is 19 2s are 38 plus 19 x square, it is 3 factorial means 6. 3 factorial means 6. So we can cancel it out with 42. So minus 7 x cube, it is 4 factorial means 24. 1 2 3 4, that is 24. So x raised to 4. So this is the required answer of this one. Okay. So now you can see, you must have observed that Maclaurin series question and Taylor series questions are very simple to solve, and you can do them very simply. Now I will give you some of the examples to solve yourself for your practice during the remaining time. So exercise examples. Example number 1, expand x raised to 4 minus 11x cube plus 43x square minus 60x plus 14 in ascending powers of x minus 3. Okay, so I am giving you the hint. First, here you will have to expand this in the powers of x minus 3. So you will have to use the Taylor series, because Taylor series is in the powers of x minus a. So a equal to 3. So first you write down Taylor series formula, then you assume this equal to f of x. That means f of x equal to x raised to 4 minus 11x cube plus 43x square minus 60x plus 4. Then find out its derivatives and put a equal to 3. That means x equal to 3. You will find out the values, and it has the highest power is x raised to 4 because it is polynomial. So up to 4th derivative you will get the values. After 5th derivative all the values will be 0. So there will no dot 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 will come, and you can put their values in the series, and its answer is, just I am also giving you the answer. Answer is f of x equal to 5 plus 9x minus 3 minus 2x minus 3 whole square plus x minus 3 whole cube plus x minus 3 whole raised to 4. Second example, you can write down express x minus 1 whole raised to 4 plus 2x minus 1 whole cube plus 5x minus 1 plus 2 in ascending powers of x, and you can solve this same as we have solved the last example. Here again the highest power of this polynomial is 4, so you can find out the derivatives up to fourth order, and the rest, that is 5th, 6th derivatives will be 0. So you will have to use your Maclaurin series because it is in powers of x, and x equal to 0 you will have to put. So here answer will be f of x equal to minus 4 plus 7x minus 2x cube plus x raised to 4. Third example, expand tan pi by 4 plus x in powers of x, and hence find tan 44 degree. So here again you will have to use Taylor's second form. Taylor series second form, because it is given into the form f of a plus h, where a equal to pi by 4. Okay, so you can do this very easily, and its answer will be 10 pi by 4 plus x equal to minus 1 plus 2x where plus 8 by 3 x cube plus dot dot dot. Okay, and then finally you will have to put x equal to minus 1 degree. X equal to minus 1 degree means minus pi upon 180, and this you can find out very easily, minus 3.14 divided by 180, and this value, whatever the value is there, you can put x equal to here and get the answer 1044 degree equal to 6.0100083 approximately. This is the approximate answer. Okay, so you can also solve this example very easily and very simply. One more example, fourth example, expand sin x in powers of x minus pi by 2. X minus pi by 2. So here you will have to use Taylor series directly. First form of Taylor series, that means f of x equal to sin x. There you will have to put a equal to pi by 2. A equal to pi by 2. Okay? And hence find sin 91 degree. Sin 91 degree. So there you will have to put sin 91 degree means x equal to 91 degree equal to 91 into pi by 180. Okay, so 91 into 3.14 divided by 180, and you can find out the value, and there you can put x equal to that value in its series form, whatever you obtain. Okay, so next time we will see the new topic. So till then you can solve and you can try yourself.